Good morning, world. Anytime you put two people together, you're bound to have issues, whether it's going to be scheduling issues, personality issues, and all the other gazillion issues that can exist between two people. And couples are not immune from that. Couples often face certain problems that come up, and that is why sometimes relationships will have problems, or sometimes you just get into that blah moment where it's just, so that's why today we're talking about 5 tips for improving a marriage or a relationship. First is to set aside a designated daily couple time. This is not necessarily a date, it's just a time that you guys are checking in with each other, a time that you guys are spending together, getting to talk, to experience, and be with one another. It doesn't need to be 3 hours. 3 hours is nice, but it doesn't have to be 3 hours. It could be 5 minutes, preferably not 5 minutes, but something at least where you're spending a good 30 minutes with each other. And a good place for doing that is at the dinner table. Whether if you have children, maybe you'll have dinner as a family, and then you'll spend a few minutes together after maybe the kids are cleaning the table or something like that. Set a designated couple time, whether at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, at some point in the middle of the day, but it is important that you guys are keeping in touch and staying in contact with one another. Second is to take time to identify and, of course, fix or resolve whatever issues are in your marriage, because small issues in a marriage over time build certain levels of resentment and anger and all sorts of other negative feelings that could lead to major problems in the relationship. So make sure that you're not holding issues in. If there are issues in your marriage, take time to identify them and address them. 3, spend time on future planning. This means talking about your relationship, talking about your family, your goals as individuals, your goals as a family, your goals as a couple. Make sure that this is not going to be necessarily a daily thing, but make sure that it's regular, something that you're talking about at least on a monthly basis, or at minimum, but definitely not recommending this, but annually, you guys should be revisiting your relationship and addressing where you are going, where you've been this past year, and where you're going next year, where you want to go, and all those things. 4, revisit your courtship. I've mentioned this before, but a lot of times when you get into the relationship and people start settling into their roles in that relationship, we don't do those cute little things that we used to do when we were trying to get the guy to say yes, to call you again, or get the girl to say yes, or whatever your situation was. Take time and do those things you did when you were trying to win each other over. I am sort of a proponent, kind of against the whole, actually, let me start from the beginning. Sending each other emails, calling your spouse, calling your girlfriend, your boyfriend, texting throughout the day, just those cute, sweet little emails or text, I'm thinking of you, or that. And this is the part that I'm not exactly a proponent or kind of against, but if you guys are married, you can get a little risky, but make sure it's on your own phone and not on company computers or company emails. But I've had couples do kind of their little version of sexting, not exactly the way the kids are doing it, where you're sending all sorts of crazy stuff that can impact your career, but stuff that you're sharing with your partner on your personal phone. Personal phone. Do not do it on a company phone. Do not do it on a company computer. But you can get a little out there with your spouse, but not with the guy you met last week, but your spouse of 5, 10, 20 years. Yeah, why not? Just make sure you keep it to stuff that is personal, your personal phone, your personal computer. Did I mention personal? Okay. And finally, instituting date nights. I did another video about 5 tips for a date night success, but instituting a date night, a time when you guys actually get to go and be a couple and do those cutesy, fancy kind of stuff, Yeah, sometimes it may be a 5-star dining, but some days it could just be something as simple as, you know, going to dinner and a movie, going to a whatever. But institute date nights so that you have that time where it's not about anything else. It's not about um, family. It's just about you guys, and, you know, get your sexy back. All right, so let's do a quick recap. Set aside designated daily couple time. This is the time where you're addressing anything that's going on with you individually, as well as stuff that you guys want to work on as a couple. You can, yeah, you can do your budget during that time, but make sure that you're getting your little personal one-on-one time as well, where you can chit chat about, you know, silly stuff and fun stuff and important things. 2, take time to identify and then fix or resolve any kind of issues that exist in your relationship or in your marriage, because little issues, minor little issues, can become big problems if left unaddressed. Spend time on future planning, because if you intend to continue being in this partnership, you guys need to be making you need to be making sure that you're constantly growing in your partnership, that you're constantly staying in contact, and you're monitoring the track of the partnership, just like you would do in any business partnership, where you're constantly reviewing and revisiting things and addressing issues in that business. In your partnership as a couple, you need to also be doing those same things. Revisit or rehash your courtship. It's nice to get those cute little letters or cute little texts and smiley faces from your partner. Things that out of the blue can make you smile. Things that out of the blue make you think of the person. I love letter writing. I know people don't write letters anymore, but I love letter writing. Just get a roll of stamps, and for the year, it's a $50 investment that will make, it could work magic for your relationship. So get a roll of stamps and just send each other letters, love notes, like you used to do in middle school. Yes, no, maybe. All right. 5, institute date nights, because it is very important for you guys as a couple to be spending that couple time being all, you know, dolled up and couple-like. Yeah, that pretty much is it for today. Good morning, world. Have a great day.